Hello, hooligans, and welcome back. Today, let's talk a little bit more about cool downs. So yesterday, or a couple days ago, we talked about race day routines and how, like your race doesn't end until your cool down is done. Your race day doesn't end until your cool down is done. And so but importantly, we want to do cool downs even when, like when we've just done a hard workout. And most of that is because it decreases the amount of recovery time you need after a workout. So essentially when you are cooling down, when you're doing something nice and easy after a hard workout, your metabolism is higher. And so then all of your body processes are recovering faster for that amount of time than it would if you just sat down. If you finished your last interval and you just sat down, it would take you hours to recover instead of much less time. And so like one of the questions that we got is, hey, I noticed my heart rate is staying higher in my cool down after a hard interval workout. Is that normal? And it is absolutely normal. So one way to think about this is that heart rate is a sign mostly of oxygen delivery. And oxygen is required for everything that we do, not everything, but most things that we do in endurance sports. And so oxygen is required for recovery, for breaking down lactic acid and turning it back into whatever it needs to do. So you have to think about there's all of these things that need to be kind of recycled after a hard workout. You have all these byproducts, particularly of anaerobic metabolism, that need to be recycled so that you're ready to exercise again. And then you need the regular oxygen that was required for whatever you're doing. And so when you finish a hard workout, and you go do let's say a run at 12 minutes a mile or something like that. So you have the oxygen that it requires to run at 12 minutes per mile. But then on top of that, you have the oxygen required to do all the recovering from the hard workout. And so then you're looking at, you might be taking in 50%, 25, 50% more oxygen at 12 minutes per mile than you would normally because you're recovering on top of that. And so as a result, your heart rate is going to be higher, and that is totally normal and totally fine. Generally, what we want to do is kind of try to keep it low. And so even if your normal zone 2 pace is 10 minutes a mile, you probably want to be doing your cool downs at 12 or something like that. So nice and easy so that you're allowing that metabolism to stay pretty high, so that you can recover and get those kind of byproducts and stuff recycled as fast as possible. Make sense? If you have any questions, give us a shout. Have a good day.